Good morning, students. Welcome to history class. Dear students, we are learning about the Buddhism and Jainism. The two new religions emerged in India in the 6th century BC. Okay, already we have learned about the sources of information about these two religions, like Angas we have learned, Purvas we have learned, Tripitaka or the three basket, and then we have learned about the Jatakas. So these are the sources of informations about Lord Buddha and Lord Mahavira. And in this video, we are going to learn about the various causes or the reasons or the factors that caused the rise of these two religions in our country in 6th century BC. It means the causes for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. Okay, one by one we will learn. So there were some causes, and these causes led the formation or the emergence of these two faiths. Okay, which are the causes? Okay, you will learn reaction against ritualism. So for that you have to learn what is ritualism first of all. The word ritualism means the regular observance or practice or ritual of ritual. Regular observance or practice in a religion. Ritualism. Okay. Reaction of the people against ritualism was the first reason. Religious ceremonies by then had become very expensive beyond the means of the ordinary people. So religion became very expensive, or ceremonies became expensive. So what happened? The common people or the poor people could not bear the expense. Okay. They are beyond the means of ordinary people. Their income was very limited, and they had to perform these rituals or ceremonies on every day, and these ceremonies were very, very expensive. So what happened? The poor people were not able to cope the expense. That is why they reacted against these rituals. Okay, some priests hardly realized the sufferings of the common man. There were priests, pandits were there. They could not understand the sufferings of the common man. This was an important cause that gave rise to faith that were simple and inexpensive. So what happened? Because of these expensive rituals or ceremonies in the religion, so the people were not able to meet the expense, so they demanded a simple religion without much ceremonies, or with a simple and inexpensive. What do you mean by expensive religion and inexpensive religion? We already know. So the priest asked the people to perform or to these ceremonies, rituals on every day, and they demanded money from the people. Okay, so it means religion became expensive, but the people were not in a condition to meet the expenses. They were very poor. So that is why they demanded a new religion without any expense, or inexpensive religion. Okay, one cause for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism, that was reaction against ritualism. And then second one, corruption in religion. You know what is the meaning of the term corruption? Corrupted people are there in our world, in the world. Okay, here corruption crept into religious practices. In order to extract money, the priest encouraged ordinary people to perform yajnas and conduct household rites beyond their means. So the pandits or the priest had one demand, what was their greed for money, we can say. And from this greed for money, they encouraged the people to perform yajnas and other ceremonies on every day. Kshatriya rulers protested against the dominance of such a priest. Already we have read in the previous lesson, the Varnasramas we have read. What do you mean by Varnasrama? The four castes, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and the Shudras were the four castes. Okay, you know, and their responsibilities also. Okay, during the later Vedic period, so, there emerged a new class of people, priestly class or the priest, and they converted the simple religion into a complex one. They asked the people to perform yajnas on every day. So the Kshatriya rulers protested this practice and the dominance of the priest. The common man could not reconcile to this attitude of the priest. Both Jainism and Buddhism were founded by two Kshatriya princes only. Corrupted people in the religion, especially the Pandit or the priest, and as a consequence of this corruption, so two Kshatriya princes founded two new faith. You will learn Jainism and Buddhism. Corruption in religion. So the priests were highly corrupted, and these priests asked the people to perform yajnas and conduct household rich rites beyond their means. Already we have expensive religion was very, very expensive, and the common people were not able to meet the expense. So what happened? Please remember this corruption religion. And now one of the most important reasons for the emergence of this religion was the caste system. Already we have learned four varnas, not the four ashramas, the four varnas. The division of society into Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and the Shudras hardly became rigid. Early Vedic period, the caste system was not very rigid. People were able to change the caste according to their occupation. But in the later Vedic period, this became very, very hard and rigid. People were not able to change the caste. It did not allow any social mobility. The caste system did not allow any social mobility. Social mobility means the movement of individuals, families, households or other categories of people within or between social strata in a society. There was no intermingling between the castes. There was no social mobility. The caste system denied all these things. It was very, very rigid. A person of one caste could not become a member of the other caste. There were restrictions on the basis of caste on food, drinks and marriage. Interchange of caste was impossible. So, caste system created many issues in the society. It decided the duties and the responsibility of person in the society, their food, and other what we call restrictions were their caste system, it became too rigid, means very hard, On those days, the lower class people were not able to walk on the public roads, means they had a number of restrictions, rigid caste system. So please remember another one. One of the most important reason for the emergence of this religion was the rigid caste system. The lower class people, they demanded a new religion without any distinction between the people or differences between the people or without any caste. People began to demand, or they felt the need for a religion of equality. What do you mean by equality? Equal treatment. in the society we can say equality, equal treatment. In civics we will learn, according to our constitution, all the people are equal in status. Okay. So listen, rigid caste system was another reason for the emergence of this religion, rigid caste system. Here you have to explain how did the caste system cause the rise of these new faith. There you have to explain the bad effects of the caste system and the restrictions in the society because of this caste system, and the lower class people or other people means they were demanding a new faith without any differences between the people. Okay, now difficult language. Sanskrit was considered a sacred language. Okay, Sanskrit was the language of the Aryans. No, it was a very sacred language, a pious language. Most of the Vedic literature was composed in Sanskrit. Already we know that four Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda, the two epics, all the literary works of the Aryans were composed in Sanskrit language only. The priestly class gave discourses and chanted mantras in this language, which the common people found difficult to understand. Therefore, many people began to look for an alternative religion that they could understand better. Okay, Sanskrit was the language on those days. During the yajnas or during a religious ceremonies, the priest came and he chanted the mantras in Sanskrit. So many people didn't understand the meaning of these mantras in the right sense. So what happened? So common people demanded a new language. Okay, therefore many people even look for an alternative religion that they could understand. Okay, listen, Buddha and Mahavira taught in Pali language only. Pali, the language of the common people on those days. They did not use Sanskrit. Pali was their language, a Prakrit language, Pali. So people were able to understand the meaning of the teachings in the right sense because of the language was Pali. Okay, Pali language. So how did the language cause the rise of Buddhism and Jainism? Okay, Sanskrit was a good language. Now also it is a good language. But on those days, many people were not able to understand the meaning of the various mantras or the terms during the performance of the yajnas. That is why they demanded a new religion with a simple language and political situation. In the 6th century BC, Magadha was an ancient Indian kingdom in southern Bihar with the capital Rajgarh and Padaliputra. Magadha was a kingdom, a very strong kingdom in the state of Bihar. In the 6th century BC, Magadha was ruled by Bimbisara. Bimbisara was a king of the Magadha and belonged to the Haryanga dynasty. Bimbisara was a strong ruler of Magadha kingdom. He lived in 558 to 449 BC around. Okay. Bimbisara and later by his son Ajatasattu, the son of Bimbisara. Both these rulers were liberal and tolerant. They too were free from Brahmanic influence and condemned certain social evils in their kingdoms. When the opportunity came, they patronized both Jainism and Buddhism. What do you mean by patronize? They supported these religions, and there was the spread of these religions in their kingdom and other part of our country. So this Ajatasattu was the son of Bimbisara and was a contemporary of Mahavira and Lord Buddha. Contemporary, they were in the same period. Okay. So political situation. Okay, listen, the rulers Kshatriya rulers oppose the dominance of the Brahmins, no, Kshatriya rulers. So that is why they support the spread of these religions. Okay, which religion? Jainism and Buddhism. Okay, now one more point is agriculture economy that I will explain in the other. So please revise. Today we have learned about the various reasons for the emergence of these two religions in our country in 6th century BC. So please revise and learn the lesson one by one point. Okay, reaction against ritualism. Already we have learned what is ritualism, corruption in the religion, rigid caste system, difficult language played another role. Okay, and the political situation in India on those days. All these were the various causes for the rise of Buddhism and Jainism in India. And tomorrow we will learn, or in the next video we will learn about the teachings. Okay, thank you.